Hello guys, in today's tutorial we are going to be discussing about page background in Microsoft Word. This tutorial is actually going to help you to understand how you can set up a page background using either a texture, an image or whatsoever. You can also use two colors in your background. Alright, so I would like you guys to stay till the end of this video so you can fully understand how to set up a page background in Microsoft Word. Alright, so if this is actually your first time, I'd like you to hit that subscribe button so you can actually stay updated for more tutorials videos of Microsoft Word. But if you have, you can also do well to turn on the notification. Alright guys, so let's quickly jump in. Alright, so now how can we now begin with the page background by giving it a color? So all you have to do now is to go straight to your design tab. This is my design tab right here. I'll click on it. Then I'll move over to page background here. Now we have the page color and we also have the page borders. So these are what we're going to be discussing about. So the page color first. Now these are all the colors and we can use any color of our choice for our page background. So if we should actually click on orange, it actually changes it. So we can use any color of our choice here for the page background. But if we should come down to more colors here and click on more colors, with this we can actually select any color by moving this anywhere. Now you can actually select any color here, and then this is now for you to be able to select the shade if you want it lighter or you want it darker. So this is for you to select the shade of the color. Then when you're done, you just simply click on OK, and this is your page background. So I'm just going to undo by clicking on Ctrl Z. Alright, so you can actually pause where is necessary and try to understand it by going straight to your page background and trying it on your own. Alright, so still on the page color, if we should come down to fill effects. Now here we are going to get some fill effects. The first one, which is the gradient, we can use one color, we can use two colors, and we can use presets. Now the one color is for you to be able to just use a fill on your background, while the two colors is for you to use two colors here. Now if you're looking at this is a two color, this is it right here. So these are the different variants. This is the sample here, two colors in our background. So after selecting any one, let's say this is what I want, then after doing that you can just simply click on OK. This is early sunset, the preset. You can tap on it. Let's set daybreak. This is it here. You can also tap on it to select desert. So whichever one you selected, you can also change the shading style here. This is horizontal. You can make it vertical. You can make it diagonal up, also diagonal down, from corner and from center. So whichever one you selected, all you have to do next is to click on OK. This is it. Now there's one amazing thing about this. After creating it on the first background, it does not just happen on just the first background. So let's say we now add more background. This is it. You see this? The more you add background, it still maintains that same background color. So I'm just going to undo all of this. Alright, so let's just see some other ways we can use the page color. Still on the fill effects. So this time we're moved over to texture. So before we can actually use the texture, now still on this gradient, how do you think we can now actually change this color? Now after clicking on the two color, this is color 1, this is color 2. If I want to change this color 1, I can just tap on this and then I can change the color. If I also want to change the color 2, I can tap on this and change the color to anyone. So whichever one we want to use, then we can click on OK when we are done. Alright, so now over to the texture. If I should tap on texture, these are different textures we have in here on Microsoft Word. So you can try to scroll down and we'll find more. You see them as you scroll, you find more and more. Whichever one we want to use on the texture, you can tap on it. It should show right here, which is under the sample. You must find whatever you selected. You must find it here first before you click on OK. If you don't find it here, then you've not selected anything. Alright, so that's for the texture. Then over to pattern. These are patterns. We can use any patterns by simply just tapping on anyone. Whichever one you tap on, you can try to change the color. Let's say I want to use this color here. You see them? You can change the color to any one of your choice, and then you can pick any one of the page pattern. So you can click on OK when you've selected it. Then this is for the background. This is the foreground. This is for the background. Now this background is where we are having those whites. So let's say we want to change it to blue. We tap on it, light blue. Now this is it. Alright, over to the picture. The picture is where we can actually get to put in any picture background we want to use. Or let's say we've actually designed or we've gotten a background we want to use for our Microsoft Word. You can now simply come here on your picture and then it comes through to select a picture. Then you can select whichever picture you want to use and then you simply click on OK when you are done. So clicking on OK, it takes you straight back here and then you can use it. So these are just the 4 effects, from the gradient to the texture to the pattern and picture we can actually use for our background. So mind you, whichever background color you choose, you must also do well to change the color of your text so that they can be able to read it with the background color. Now, the page borders. I'll click on the page borders. Now, these are the different page borders we're having here. You see them, different styles. If you scroll down, you see them, you see the double, see how thick they are. All of these are different page borders we want to use. So here is the color for page border. It's actually automatic. Here is the width, how thick it should be. Now, if I should tap on this, you see this. We can use any one of our choice. Now, first we need to select the kind of border we want to use. If it is shadow, you need to tap on it first. If it is the 3D, you tap on it first. Or custom, let's say I want to be using the shadow. So I can come here now, I want to use this one, color, automatic. Let's say I want to make the color this. Then the width. Alright, so this is it here. Then I'll click on OK. Now this is it. This is my page border. It has been added here. So this is how you can go about with your page border. There are different styles there. You can use any style of your choice here. While this side are the settings, you can see the 3D and the rest. So all of these are actually for your page borders. So all of these are actually different page borders we can use in Microsoft Word. So after selecting any one, we should also remember that we can select color and also the width of that particular page border. Up here you find the borders, the page borders and the shading. Now over to the borders here, I'm using the shading, right? Good. I can also do well to select anyone. Now this is for borders, while this is for page borders. This is for the whole page, while this one is for the border for your document. Now let's say I want to be using the shadow, then I want to use this one here. Okay, I'll leave it at this. Then the color, let's say I want to make the color this. Good. Then I'll just click on OK. You see this? You see this? The page background. So come down here and I type. Anything I type, you see it. So it's just still maintaining that same border there. Whatever you're typing, it's going to just fit in right in there, and then it just keep increasing the more you keep typing. Alright, so this is concerning the borders, the page borders, and then over to the shading. The shading, this is where we can actually use some shading for our borders, some shading color. Let's say we'll be selecting a particular color here. Let's say we want to use this. Alright, style, we'll leave it at clear. Then when we click on OK, this is it. This is the shading for our borders. So the more we keep typing, the more it keeps increasing. So this is how we can actually go about with our page color, page borders in Microsoft Word. Alright guys, so we are now going to see how we can use our style, themes and templates in Microsoft Word. Alright, so if you'd like to learn about that, how you can actually go about that, just do well to hit the next video and I'll be there waiting for you. Alright guys, so I'll see you guys right there.